Definitely. Oh, you are the crispiest that I've heard today. Are you sitting at home?
The Steve Serrano Show. He talks with your favorite celebrities, gets the exclusive interviews, and never before seen performances. This week, Steve Serrano talks with Swedish singer and songwriter Zara Larsson. Her new album dropping March 5th, titled Poster Girl. Here's your host, Steve Serrano.
But I will tell you that I was in shock just a second ago. Not really shock.
Right.
Behind me,
Yeah.
there's Zara Larsson on the wall, and I did not do that in person or on purpose at all. Shape or
Oh
form.
my gosh.
You were back there. You performed. I was trying to remember. It was like Little Dicky, Megan Trainor when you performed here in Kansas City. I couldn't remember what was that. 2000, maybe 17.
It must have been.
Remember.
Yeah, it must have been like 17. I was probably 16.
Andra Day.
Yeah, 16. Maybe I was even 15. I think I was 15.
I looked behind
That's
it. I
crazy.
was like making sure that the plaques were all lit up and everything for the interview. And then I look and I'm like, okay, now it's going to look creepy. Zara's going to think I did it on purpose. I promise it was not on purpose.
That's so fun that you pointed it out.
Yes, I was like, hold on. I think she was at this show. I remember this. I was just getting started. And I remember that. So how have you been besides the last time that I saw you, which we don't know what year it was, but how have you been?
That's so funny. I've been great. I mean, it's been a wild last year, or not so wild. Actually, the complete opposite for me. I haven't been doing anything, it feels like. But it's definitely been different, but I feel like it's coming back up, and my album's coming out very soon. Everything is just, yeah, it's happening now, and I'm a little nervous.
Why are
but
you
I've been
nervous?
working hard.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. I'm always nervous before a release. I'm very proud, but it's always nerve-wracking and exciting to see what people think about the things that I've been working on for the past four or so years. So it's just I just feel a tiny pressure, but I'm mostly excited. I'm really just ready for it to be out for the world to give it a listen to.
So you said 4 years. Do you think like the last 2 years you're ready for it to be out? I mean, don't think.
Well, it's funny looking back now. Because now I'm like, people ask me, how's it been? How's the process like? And the truth is, the majority of those songs that are on this album is like songs that I written the last week of writing. So a few months ago, which basically means that I could have done like 3 albums or so in this time period. But at that point, it just didn't feel right. And it just didn't feel like that was the time. And when you say 4 years, I definitely haven't been doing nothing in those 4 years. I still have released music and songs, and I've been collaborating with other people. So it's not been completely silent, but this is like the first project that I have out. And for some reason, everything that happened led me to this point, and now we're here. And now I just feel like I just don't want to wait a second longer. I just want people to hear what I've been doing, and it just feels right now.
And we're talking about Poster Girl, your album dropping March 5th, just in case.
That's right.
Now I want to go back for a second because I heard you say in another interview that you're not allowed to spend any money on Uber Eats because your mom's going to be afraid you're going to run out of money because you're just sitting at home. And you said that. You were like, hold on, I have been working in the last 4 years, I promise.
Yeah.
Are you eating now?
Always scared. She's always scared for me, though. She is very, she just wants me to do well. And I think in her head, she thinks I'm like buying cars and buying jewelry. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any of that. I spend my money on delivery food. That is like the number one thing. But she just wants me to like not be, have a great career in your 20s and then maybe, then not release music and right. But she's funny. She's always on me, and she really cares for me. But yeah, hopefully I get to be able to spend a few Uber Eats dollars from this album.
You've deserved it. You deserve it. So with the album again dropping March 5th, Poster Girl. some of those songs that people wrote for you, that you selected and you sang and things like that, how did you know for sure that was the song that you wanted to put on your album, or that you wanted to accept and perform?
I just don't think too much of it, honestly. Uh, of course, I'm a human being, so I get affected by what other people think about it. You know, people I work with, my friends, what they think. But at the end of the day, you just hear a song, and this is for everybody. It doesn't matter what your music taste is because it's different. I might have a different music taste to you, but usually when a song is really good, it's just a really good song. You don't really know why. Is it the lyrics? Is it the melodies? Is it the tracks? Is it everything together? Um, so I just hear it if I didn't write it, and I say, this is really good. Let me try to record it. I record it and it says, or it feels great, then I'll just go with it. Because at least that's what I've been doing for this album. It was just a collection of songs that I really liked and that I felt like represented me and something that I wanted to dance to, that I wanted to perform
I've heard you
live.
say that before. It's about the performance, not just about the songs, right?
100%. Yes, because I'm not, I do like to write. I think it's super fun and it's something I'm getting better and better at. But at heart, I am a performer. I do songs so I can be on stage and perform them. When some artists sit in their bed and they write in their notebooks, I stand in front of the mirror and I perform for my fake audience. So that's just always been me. So I think this album is definitely going to be a really, really fun show whenever I get to go out and tour it.
And I think people, when you title the album Poster Girl, and you're going to get asked this
Yeah.
1,000 times, and I know your answer, but who is the poster girl? And your poster girl is Beyonce, but
You already know it.
I know it. But what is the poster girl? I love that your answer on this. I love, who's the poster girl? Because people want to know when you title it Poster Girl.
Yeah, who's the poster girl? I think it's like whatever you want it to be. Funny enough, the poster girl title track in the album is about something or someone. For me, it was something
Not
that
out
I
till March
love.
5th. Make sure we know that.
Not out to March 5th for sure. Check it out, March 5th. But I was just saying, like, I'm not really a poster girl of, you know, expressing my feelings for this one thing, but for you, I'll do it. But in general, I would like to be like, who is the poster girl? Gosh, how will I word this? I think also poster girl, my poster girl, like myself, is because this is like regular me. Actually, no, I put makeup on for you today. I don't look like this normally, but she's very chill. She don't really care about her hair or her makeup. And then the poster girl is like so glamorous and so showy and so on it, which is also a really big part of who I am, like the pop star version of me. Um, but who also is a strong woman with a lot of opinions and who just wants to have fun while make the world a better place.
There you go. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that answer. And then we know that your poster girl when you were a kid was Beyonce, right?
Yes, sir. It definitely was. Still is.
I love that.
I mean, she is just the queen of my heart.
What was my poster? I don't think I ever had a poster girl. I was thinking
Who was
about
your
this
poster
prior.
boy?
I think it was just like NFL teams and things, sports teams and things like that. I was like, well, I didn't really have like a Jennifer Aniston or I know. I was like, I had all these sports things, no music related or anything else like that too.
Yeah. So you're a sports guy.
I was, yes. And still am, yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about your new single. And again, doing my prep, I listened to the song 1,000 times, caught myself doing food prep for my dog, singing Talk About Love.
It's catchy, isn't it?
I was, what am I doing here? I kept going and kept going. How cool was it though to make that music video? I assume with your man there.
Yeah, no, it was such a good experience. We had a beautiful day. It was very calm. We're just a really good team. I've never been with someone that I felt like I want us both to to win. Like I've said this
Sure.
in another interview, but it's like I don't know why. Maybe I've just been in really toxic relationships before, but it's almost like if we were like me and my friends were playing a game and my boyfriend was with me, I maybe would have liked my friends before this guy to win because I'm like competitive with my boyfriend. But with
Sure.
this beautiful guy that I'm with right now, we're like on a we're a team. Like I want him to win. And it's like a new feeling because I've always said I never want to work with like don't mix business and pleasure. Uh, but you know, he's a professional. He's like a professional dancer, and we're both professionals, and we just work really well as people. So it was lovely to have him with me, and we didn't have to fake, you know, the being in love part. Um, and it was just comfortable because dancing is also it's very intimate. It's a very intimate thing to do. So I felt very comfortable. It was super fun. First time co-directing a video. It was a great start for maybe my new directing career. Who knows? I would love to get into that even more and just learn. I feel like I learned a lot of things. And moving on from that, I'm very excited to see where that takes me.
What was the hardest thing for you? Was it the co-directing? Was it the performing? Was it the dancing? Or just having your man there to make sure that you weren't bossing him around the whole time, but instead you were doing your job?
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, we were good on that one. I found it really, really hard to one thing about directing is or about working with people in general is that it's a skill in itself to be able to communicate with others your vision and how you
Sure.
want things to be. So, you know, of course I had because we are what well this was a smaller crew because of the coronavirus, but there's still a few people on set and for everyone to make sure they understand exactly what you're thinking, it's near impossible. So yeah, I think I have to get over the fact that it can't be like exactly in my head because that's not the reality of it. So you got to work with people to make them understand your vision better. And I think that's just for me, like learning how to communicate with words. It's tricky. It really is. I have huge respect for people who do that on a daily basis and like I can't even imagine how they make like Marvel movies where there's, you know, thousands of people involved. You know, have you seen the text when it rolls after the movie? It just rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls and it's just names, 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 names. Like all of these people making one thing. I just don't understand it. But yeah, communicating and like be really clear and just have a good team around you that are down to, you know, collaborate because everything is a collaboration and you got to compromise on a few things. And I think I got to learn that so I don't just start crying when things don't like go into the bathroom and like, this is not how I thought in my head. That's not how the world works. So, but it was super fun and it turned out really well.
I got to know two things though. Whose house is that? Number one. And number two, did you have to wear like things on your shoes before the performance? Because I watched the behind the scenes thing and you guys had to wear
Uh-huh.
like things on your shoes. Was that not to mess
Yeah.
anything up, right?
Yeah. It's not my house. It was this, I think it was actually in music. We rented it like a location. And funny enough, the architect who did that house, I think he lived in it in the 90s or so, maybe 80s, and he loved it so much. He was moving to the US to Malibu, I believe, that he decided to do an exact replica of that house in Malibu. So he had like two identical houses where he was going. I thought that was so smart. Imagine being so far from home, but you're still home. But it was fun. It was very quirky. It had a lot of fun things in it. Great space for dancing. Yeah.
Now, it's not unnormal for you and Young Thug to be on the track, talk about
Uh-huh.
love, for you guys to be separate. Explain that, how that
Mm.
works out, because I don't think people quite understand how he shot the music video. You guys weren't together. You were probably in Sweden. He
Yeah.
was in probably
Yeah.
LA. And
Yeah.
then probably the same thing for the performance. How do you guys still have that chemistry, even though you might just be watching him via Zoom like we are
Yeah.
right now?
So he recorded exactly watching him on a live link. setting all the lights and all that through a live link. It was a new experience, and coming back to that, extra important to be like vocal with how you're thinking, because you can't physically like be there and show people how you want it. You got to explain and use your words. But it was great to see him. He was really in it. He was definitely like giving me performances. um and yeah, I mean, this is actually not something new for the pandemic. I think people have been doing it for a really long time. He shot it in Atlanta, and when you have the same kind of lighting and the same kind of vibe, you can cut in and out from it. So it still feels like we're in the same world doing this. I thought it was really fun. I thought it fits great. You know, he's in his car, he's talking on his little phone with me, and I have a little phone talking to him saying, "Hey, hey, Mr. Thug. Yep, I agree. Don't want to talk about love." And it worked out great. It looks great.
Did you call him Mr. Thug though on the set? Or did you call him Young Thug? That's the real question.
No, I never said Mr. Thug.
Mr. Thug. I like that better. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I
Mr.
actually
Thug.
like it too.
Thug, you
I'll
got
call him that
something.
next time.
Yes, you got something there. Okay, so I've got to look at your track list because there are some certain songs that are currently dropped already on the album. Again, we're talking Poster Girl that's dropping March 5th. Is there a certain song right now, minus, I know we want to talk about Love, because that's the new single that we're going to play and everybody else we need to hear. But what about right now, the current tracks that are out right now, besides Talk About Love? What's one that you see yourself and see others just really enjoying right now
that
before
are
they hear the other
or not out?
that are out right now?
Okay.
Because we don't want to talk
That are out right now.
everything's going to be great March 5th, but right now, what's another one that gets people going?
Well, I actually love, and it's been out for a while. It came out
Sure.
2018, but I really like Ruin My Life, and I'm super happy it's on the album. I feel like it makes sense. Also really excited about Sabrina collaborating with me on Wow, Sabrina Carpenter. And she was a blessing. She was just a joy, a delight to work with. She and her whole team was incredible. I've always said that I want to work more with women, and I still want to do that. Um, I'm so happy for her. She's doing really well with her new song. So that was something I really enjoy doing, and I think it sounds great. Her verse is sick.
Did you have fun collabing? And we won't say who you collabed with on this Poster Girl dropping March 5th, but were there any other collabs?
No.
No.
I was just thinking, like, my initial idea was just gonna be me,
Sure.
no features, and then stuff happens. And Talk About Love, I actually, if I was having Talk About Love on the album, I said this when I first heard it, I actually did want it to be a duet or a feature. I feel like it just has that vibe to it, and it would really sound great with another person on the track. So when I did that song, when I wanted that song on the album, I knew I wanted to have a feature, and then I just felt like I wanted Sabrina on there really badly because she was great. And yeah, it just turned out to be that way. And now I'm like, oh, maybe I should have more features, but we have a lot more coming up in the future, so I'm not stressing.
Just don't wait 4 years, okay? Don't wait 4 years. All right.
I promise.
If not, we'll have to have another picture on the back wall here.
Yeah.
8 years from now. So
I know it's not.
I know you're ready to get out there and perform. You say you want to perform. That's why you make this album. Is the itch getting even worse and worse every single day? Are you thinking about how you're going to perform, how you're going to get up on stage and sing the song or talk about love, what you're going to do on stage, even though we don't have anything quite set ready?
I'm definitely going to be nervous. Like first show, I'm going to be nervous. Because I haven't done it in a while, but I have a really, really fun thing planned. It's going to be a live stream, and we're kind of sorting it out now, whether you buy like tickets or whether it's going to be for free. But I know that a percentage of the ticket sales, if we have that, are going to go to a charity helping women's education. So, it's for a good cause. And it's going to be really, really fun. And hopefully that will like lead me to kind of rehearse for touring if that ever comes back this year. But until then, it's different. live stream is great. It's super fun for the people watching at home, and everybody can watch it. But it's just something special about that connection you have when you actually see real
Sure.
people in the crowd singing along or just having a good time. Like there's just no such thing like it, I think.
Again, Zara Larsson's new album, Poster Girl, dropping March 5th.
Yeah.
Current song, Talk About Love, Young Thug. Before you go, I've never done
Mm-hmm.
this with you before, so I'm going to put you like what we consider a cheesy hot seat real fast because I want to know a little bit about Zara
Okay,
Larsson. You ready for this?
let's go.
Favorite food? What's your favorite food, Zara Larsson?
Some really nice sushi or ramen. Find me in
Really?
Japan. That's where I'll be.
That's where she's going to be. Last thing you do before you go to bed?
Probably check my phone.
I was going to say, come on, check your phone, drink some
I
water.
know.
What is she going to do?
Yeah, I'm checking my phone. It's bad.
Favorite ice cream flavor? Do you have one?
I think I really like a salted caramel.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel that. I
can't
feel
go
that.
wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Favorite thing about
Nothing
your
wrong with
man
that.
right now? Favorite thing about your
Oh,
man?
he is so generous and he's very, very smart. He's probably the most intelligent person I know.
But you're smarter than him, right?
I wish I could say that I am. I really wish I could say that I am, and I'm a proud girl. But his IQ is like really high, and it's
O-
stressing me
Okay,
out.
who can dance better, you or him?
Oh, I have to give it to. Come on, it's his job.
All
I'll give it to
right,
him
all
too.
right, all right.
I'll be today. I'm the generous one.
There you go. Yes, you are. You're all right. Couple more. Dogs or cats?
Cats. I love cats.
Who do you fangirl over besides Beyonce?
I would fangirl over. Ooh, I mean, classic Rihanna. I would think I would fangirl over like not fa- I will be like a bit starstruck if I saw Kim Kardashian because she's
Okay,
just a cultural icon. Like
sure.
no matter if you love or hate her,
You instantly
she is
recognize
an
her. Yeah,
icon.
very true.
Yes.
Very true. All right, two more. Alarm set. What time's your alarm set for every morning?
Uh, well, if I don't have anywhere to go, I don't set my alarm. And
I
if I
like that.
do, I snooze at least like 5 times. I love snoozing.
All right, last one. Who is your best friend?
My best friend is called Olivia, or my sister. And well, we three are like the three musketeers. And I'm just so lucky that I have her in my life. She is a very special person, and I can take her everywhere. And people instantly just fall in love with her personality. She's so funny, and so she's very special. Yeah.
Zara Larsson, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much for doing this. I know
Thank
it's
you for
different.
having me.
You being in Sweden, we're here in Kansas
Yeah,
City.
but this worked out fine.
Yes, it works out
Right?
great, and we're crispy. We
Yeah.
both look great this morning. We
Super
put on makeup for the
crispy.
interview.
Yeah.
Poster Girl dropping March 5th. You got to check out our new single right now, Talk About Love with Young Thug. You can catch it all over the radio too. So thank you so much for the time, Zara
Thank
Larsson.
you for
Best of luck
having me.
on the new album
Thank you.
dropping March 5th. Thank you.
Thanks. Take care.
You too.
Bye bye.